not be here when you get back. That'll be a fact. I don't do needles of any kind.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Brad with APFT Fitness, and I'm doing something a little bit different. I am on duty with these two fine individuals. We're hanging out, we're talking. I don't know, I can't see if you guys are on camera or not, but I'm hoping that you are. So this is Sergeant Cushionberry right here.
Hi.
This is Schlinger.
Hello.
Oh, hello. He's a big fan of needles, like IVs.
Yay.
So if you're here on Camp Humphreys and you need a volunteer to help you conduct IV training, this is your man.
Absolutely.
Find him, and he will be your pincushion.
Jax.
Yeah, he's a big fan of blown veins. Anyway, so got a question that came in by way of the YouTubes from Pickabelly06, and Pickabelly wants to know a little bit more about how I'm able to pass the APFT. So, Sergeant Cushionberry's going to help me out. She's going to hold the camera again for me. This is actually my second time shooting this video, because the first time I shot it, I had a baseball game going on in the background, and I don't want to get hit for some copyright claim. So we're going to do this again. All right. So the question from Pickabelly06, I'm watching Slinger over here because he's nervous. The camera's out. He's like biting his fingers like crazy. It's kind of funny. At any rate, so the question was, how do you pass your APFT? Because obviously, I think most people can recognize I'm a slightly bigger, soldier than most soldiers. And I think that's probably a fair statement. I'm running around at about 300 pounds on any given day. If I let myself slide and kind of get going on some eating and whatever else, I'm easily creeping up over 315 pounds. And if I diet down a little bit and kind of watch what I eat and don't drink so much beer, I can peel down to like 290 pretty easy. At any rate. So the question is, how do I pass APFT? So push-ups, not really an issue. Pretty easy to do. Only have to get 42 to pass, so that's pretty easy. Sit-ups, a little bit more difficult, just because if I put both my arms up, it's just a lot of body mass on a long lever, and it's mechanically it's not all that comfortable. But able to pass that okay, because the core strength is there, and that's cool. Running, right? Running's the issue. And so this is a question I get from a lot of, especially dudes, right? Because there's, we want to lift, we want to get bigger, we want to get stronger, we have certain goals. Strength-wise, I think Pickabelly mentions that, he's a powerlifter, and he's yet to hit a 1,600 pound total because he feels like he's always getting ready for, the next fitness test. And it definitely is a struggle. I feel like, just want to say on the outset, that I really feel like the Army is kind of failing itself by putting so much focus on cardio, so much focus on running. There are, a lot of people who are, get injuries and things like that because there's not enough emphasis on strength. And if you are at all curious about that, you can go over to Matt Wenning's page and check out some of the research that Matt Wenning, world record powerlifter, some of the research that he did when he went and helped out the 82nd, and figured out that their injury rates were so high because the soldiers weren't very strong. Went through a process of strength training and conditioning, and was able to drastically reduce their injury rates by getting them stronger. So I think that strength training is an amazing thing, and I really don't feel like there's enough emphasis on it within the military. However, we are starting to get better with the incoming ACFT. I feel like it's a step in the right direction, and I'm really excited for what that could yield. And I'm very appreciative of the fact that there's going to be some strength involved into the fitness test. So that's pretty cool. But again, that's not what we're really here to talk about. We're talking about running. The biggest thing is keeping a baseline, right? So if you got into the military, you passed the run at some point in time. And it's really just about keeping baseline. The more senior you get, the less and less emphasis there is on the run. So like as a staff sergeant, for example, I'm not reliant on a 300 APFT score in order to make myself, more promotable. Like, does it help? Yeah, but the board doesn't really see that. So there's not quite as much emphasis on making sure that you're hitting those 300 APFT scores as there is when you're a junior soldier. So that's part of it. Culture is part of the problem. But keeping a baseline is really where you're at. So the way that I skin the cat is I go in and I train 3 days a week for a run. So before I go lift weights, jump on a treadmill, I run 1 mile, I start out at a 10-minute mile pace, and every 10th of a mile I speed up. And as I get closer and closer to an APFT, I will start at faster and faster paces. So instead of starting at 10-minute mile, I might start at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. And then I might start at 9 minutes, and so on and so forth. And continually speed up through that run. And when I actually conduct the APFT and I go do the run, I actually speed up continually through the whole run. So I know for myself that if I can sustain that pace as I get closer and closer to APFT, then I'm good to go when it comes to the run. So that's how I skin the cat. And I also try to run as little as possible because I generally feel that running breeds cowardice. So anyway, that's kind of how I go about it and how I approach the run. I only run just minimal amount for kind of a basal, fitness, whatever, baseline. And then I go from there and ramp up as I get closer to an APFT. And I may even cut out some of my strength training just to make sure that I'm fully recovered and ready to rock when it's time for the APFT. So in doing it that way, I've never had a problem. Hopefully something like that might help you. It's just, again, just kind of keeping up a basal fitness line. But yeah, that's my recommendation. All right, Slinger, did I forget anything?
No, sir. You covered it all.
You want to say hi to the YouTubes?
Hello, YouTubes.
You're so nervous, doesn't he? You're so cute when they're like that. At any rate, I want to thank Sergeant Cushionberry for being my camera person. She's nodding and smiling, but you can't see her right now. Anyway, it's okay, you can laugh. The camera's shaking now, it's all her fault. It's not a steady shot. Okay, steady now. I'm just playing around. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. And Pickabilly06, I appreciate the question. If you guys happen to be military or know military people, help share the video with them. My whole point and purpose is to be able to help as many people as I can. And if I can kind of angle some of that help more specifically and directly toward military members, I definitely want to do that, because if I can help you guys get stronger and improve your life through strength, that's more betterist. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, comments, or concerns, leave in the chat box below. I will respond. And if you guys could in turn help me out with those likes, the shares, and the subs, I would appreciate that a lot. Like if this is like the second or third video you've seen and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. It's just a little button. Every time you decline subscribing to my channel, somebody kills a puppy. That's not true. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like carry your heavy ass on a run, get in and train to spike, you're either going to find an excuse or you're going to find a way, and hope that you continue to find the way. Yeah, that's it, guys. We're going to end it here. Zoom in for the headshot.